Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today on the show, we're going to be checking out all of Rockstar's biggest and most major changes that they made to GTA Online with their new weekly event. It just went live this morning, so we have all new money bonuses, big discounts, free vehicles, free rewards and challenges for players to participate in, and a lot more. And honestly, there's nothing absolutely insane this week that I think, you absolutely cannot miss out on. You'll die otherwise if you do. But it is still a solid week in terms of some particular items that we have to talk about. So that's what this video is for. Welcome back to another GTA Online weekly update guide. There's some bonuses you don't want to miss out on in particular. Same with some vehicles on discount and some limited time rare and removed vehicles that we need to look into further as well. Jumping into the first segment of our video today, we'll talk about the money bonuses for this week. I'm inside of my MC Clubhouse because one of the first bonuses we need to talk about is double money and double RP on biker clubhouse contracts. As you can see on this character, I've basically done none of them, so it's time to grind this week. There are some really good ones, one of which you can see right here, the life and death bikes mission. This is the one you probably want to be farming most this week if you want to participate in this bonus. We also have double money and double RP on all MC work and challenges, double money and double RP on the community combat series, plus triple money and triple RP on the Lunar New Year stunt races, or 6 times if you are a GTA Plus member. So that is still available. The community series jobs like we were talking about, we have some of the stuff right here. And then like I was also talking about, we have the stunt races. This is where you can find the Lunar New Year bonuses, double money and double RP on the standard community series jobs. The weekly challenge for this week, if you win just 2 stunt races, you will earn $100,000 as your bonus cash reward. So, you can take advantage of 3x or 6x money on the Lunar New Year stunt races, which is already good money right there, and then make an extra 100 grand on top of that for just winning 2 of them for the weekly challenge. And then the big bonuses this week we should probably talk about is double money on the counterfeit cash sale missions. I mean, we've had this bonus in the past. We've been having MC sale mission bonuses and MC production business boosts, or business production boosts, I should say, for 2 months now. I think we're sick of it. I'm sure many players aren't, but many players also are, and I'm one of those players. I'm just not even going to bother, especially with the last bonus this week, which is double money on street dealer sales. Now, I'm inside, so you can't see the location of street dealers. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway, but you have 3 locations that spawn around the map every single day, and you can sell various MC product as well as your asset product to them. Now, that draws from your MC business stock itself, and the profit margins aren't as high as just doing a sale mission, but you can still make money with the street dealers on your MC businesses and make money with your MC businesses, even if you're a player like me who doesn't want to bother ever again with sale missions. So that is a good opportunity for some double cash this week. We're going to go into detail on all of this tomorrow, my weekly update money guide, but I just wanted to overview the bonuses for the purposes of today's video. When it comes to our major property and business discount for this week in GTA Online, it has to do with the MC business, the Counterfeit Cash Factory, because all Counterfeit Cash Factory property locations, the upgrades like staff, security, and equipment, and the other modifications are 40% off. So you can see all the prices for the various locations here. And the business that I own is in Grand Sonora Desert, just because I believe this one is kind of cheap comparatively, and also, it's close enough to the city while being out of the city. So my long distance deliveries to Los Santos are actually not that long at all, because we're basically out here in Blaine County, or right next to or right south of the Alamo Sea. So that's what we got right here. It is worth picking up this business if you're going to run some MC sales, because of the fact that the Counterfeit Cash Factory is paying out double money this week. But if you're sick of it, I mean, you could still use it. One, it's good because especially if you have the car wash, you get the 35% buff on all sales anyway at the Counterfeit Cash Factory. Then you use the mansion production speed boost this week on this particular business, and you're making double money for the sale mission. You can actually make some really solid money. But again, if you don't want to do the MC sales, no amount of money is going to get you to sell slow vehicles for 30 minutes at a time. No way. Moving on to our vehicle discounts, let's check them out for this week. Starting off, we do have the Dinka Jester Classic vehicle here. This is 30% off. You can find this on Legendary Motorsport for $553,000. Next up in the 4-door section, you can get the Ocelot Jugular for 30% off for $857 grand, or $643,000 with the trade price. This is a must-have vehicle in my opinion. The classy Walton L35 stock on Southern San Andreas Super Autos is 30% off. You can get this for $912,590. Feel free to pick up the Vapid Slam Truck if you want. You can't really carry anything with it, but it's on sale for $917 grand at 30% off this week. The Vapid Retinue Mark II is 30% off. You can get it for $1.134 million, or $850,000 with the trade price. We also have the Volcar Nebula Turbo on sale for basically $558,000 here at 30% off for this week. You can get yourself a Declassy Drift Tampa if you want, just under 700 grand at 30% off. Pretty solid vehicle if you want to pick it up. The Canis Terminus, probably a top 3 off-roader in the game. You can get this for $1.314 million this week while it is 30% off. This is another must-have along with the Jugular. On Warstock Cash and Carry, you can get the Vapid Cara 6x6, not the 4x4, the 6x6 for $1.242 million, which is pretty sweet. We haven't seen a discount on that in several months. The Insurgent Pickup Custom is also available. You can get this for 30% off for $1.256 million or $945,000 with the trade price. Definitely a very solid armored vehicle. And the fact that you can fit 8 other of your homies in here, I mean, that's pretty sick. You can also get the 2 Cargo Bob variants, the standard Cargo Bob at 30% off for $1,253,000 or the Cargo Bob Jetsam for $1.396 million. Both of these are 30% off. And I believe that's it for vehicle discounts. The only other discounts we have besides the properties and the vehicles we just talked about is, well, 100% off, free champagne in all nightclubs, plus the tattoos and horse masks for Lunar New Year, I believe, are also completely free for the rest of this week as well. Here we are at the Diamond Casino and Resort, checking out the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for this week in GTA Online. This is the Karen Sultan Classic. This car has very quick acceleration and a very solid top speed. It's actually one of the stronger performers in its class and category. It has all-wheel drive, but unlike the Calico GTF, for example, if you're familiar with that vehicle, this car gives you that same excellent traction, but honestly, it's even better for navigating through the turns because you could stay on the throttle and the turning radius isn't as bad as the Calico GTF. I would say that one you need to let off the gas to take a turn without having crazy understeer. With this car, it's just not the same case. But still, it remains very controllable, has super predictable handling, it's easy to drive, you never have to fight the car, you get basically no wheel spin when you upgrade this thing, you can have a super clean launch, the power delivery is super smooth, it's very capable off-road. Obviously, it's not like a rock crawling vehicle, it's just a rally Subaru Impreza WRC from the 90s, right? And you can customize it like that. It's pretty awesome. I would recommend it, but let's spin up the Lucky Wheel, see if we can get another on this character. I already recorded my free vehicles guide earlier, but you guys will see that tomorrow. This car is very, very nice to drive. I actually didn't realize how nice it was. I knew it was good, but I was like, wow. I haven't driven it in months, and it's awesome. We're not going to win it, though, again. We just have 2,500 RP. Don't forget about the daily visitor chips if you're interested, too. Here we are at the LS Car Meet, and this right here is your prize ride for the week, which is the Grotti Stinger GT. This is the first time in a while that we haven't seen a DLC car as a prize ride. We actually saw this as a podium vehicle last year, and I was like, oh, that was the first time in a while that a podium vehicle also wasn't a DLC car, because recently it's only been DLC vehicles. Either way, this is an OG vehicle. In order to unlock this car, if you want it, it's very easy. Once again, just place top 4 in an LS Car Meet Series race. Boom, you got this car for $0. Has pretty good acceleration and a good top speed for the Sports Classics class, so it's competitive in racing. Does it handle that well? I would say at moderate speeds, yeah, it's fine. High speeds, though, you're going to get a lot of oversteer and fishtailing with this car. Overall, though, if you are a smooth driver, this car does have good traction. You'll feel that while driving. It rewards controlled inputs rather than super aggressive cornering, because look how long and large that vehicle is. Durability is also average, requires a bit more care in traffic or tight circuit racing, and it just has that balanced Grand Tourer feel. Quick and stylish, not really razor sharp for a race car. At Luxury Autos this week, usually there's nothing impressive, but maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if the customization on these cars is a little bit different than normal, there's something rare that you can get, black stock wheels or something. This is the LSCM Jester RR, so if you want to pick it up, it's going to run you $2.229 million. Just a total waste of cash because of the lack of customization compared to the normal Jester RR. But then you have the beautiful new Sentinel XS. I think those are black stock wheels, right? Or are those, I think those are just aftermarket on this thing. But either way, Junk Energy livery, if you want to purchase it just like this, it'll cost you $1.481 million. This is what we have at Luxury Autos this week. Here we are at the Salvage Yard, checking out our vehicle robberies for this week. So starting off, this one right here is the Dubashi Champion. It's the top range car for the week, featured in the Gangbanger robbery. Next up on the right, the Karen Everin. It's the mid-range vehicle for the week, featured in the Podium robbery. And then we wrap up with the normal standard BF Weevil as just the standard range car for this week, featured in the McToney robbery. None of them are claimable. And if you guys are watching today on Thursday, February the 19th, at the start of the event and the day this video gets posted, the current day's gun van location is out here in La Mesa in this alleyway. So I'll zoom into the map so you can see the location right here. And when it comes to this week's gun van stock and selection, well, let's check it out. Starting off, we have this military rifle featured right here. This is 40% off for all players in the game. Definitely worth picking up at that discounted rate. The combat shotguns featured here. This is actually going to be 30% off for GTA Plus members only. Then we have the battle rifle. This is a gun van exclusive weapon. If you want to get it, you have to buy it from here. We have the homing launcher, the MG, as well as the baseball bat. And the baseball bat is free this week. Also at the LS car meet, we have the 3 following test drive vehicles, so let's check these out. We haven't seen a couple of these in a few months, so we'll start off here. This is the ADIOS Cognoscenti Cabrio. Basically, short wheelbase coupe version of the Cognoscenti, but it's also a convertible, of course. Definitely more comfort focused. The suspension's very springy, has noticeable amount of body roll. Definitely a sportier exhaust note compared to its sedan counterpart. Good acceleration and top speed. I wouldn't really say it's like an absolute top performer in its class, but it's still a cool vehicle nonetheless, and I forgot how much it costs. $185,000 if you want to pick it up. Next up, this car is a beauty. Definitely recommend it. The Dubachi Rapid GT Classic. It's modeled after the 1972 to 1989 Aston Martin V8 series. This car gives you very decent handling, pretty sharp turning capabilities. It does struggle with oversteer at high speed and has below average braking, but honestly, it's still a great car nonetheless. It's not going to be the most customizable vehicle in the world, but I think, one, the classic design you have right here, and then if you find a paint job that you like, put it on this car, you can make it look incredible, even if it doesn't have, you know, the biggest plethora of customization options unlike some other newer DLC cars. I highly recommend this one, and you can get it for $885,000. Next up, the Benefactor Streeter. It's durable, it's stable, it's good off-road. It's not a top off-roader, but honestly, still pretty fun to drive around. You know, if you want to race lighter off-road rally cars, you're going to lose with this thing. And if you challenge a rock crawler, you're also going to lose. But it's kind of like a jack of all trades. It's just like a Mercedes with upgraded suspension, beefy suspension, stuff like that. It's just a casual choice for off-roading. That's the tier I would put it in. So if you want to pick this thing up, the Benefactor Streeter, you can get it for $500,000. Here we are at Simeon's checking out the 5 vehicles available at this in-game vendor and car dealership. So starting off on the left here, this is the standard ADIOS Cognoscenti. Pretty solid straight line speed, but it's super sluggish in the handling department. It has a turning radius as wide as a cruise ship, really weak brakes, pretty good crash durability, but that's its only real strength, to be honest. It's completely outclassed by far superior armored variants of the same vehicle, or even just any better alternative for a car in the game. One that looks like it would be bad, but honestly is surprisingly nice. It's the Albany Alpha, which, real fast, the Cognoscenti has a purchase price of $254,000. But back to the Albany Alpha. This car has actually a very high top speed. It's quick accelerating. It does struggle a little bit with wheel spin because it's super lightweight and it's rear wheel drive, but smooth handling, really good braking, just good for cruising around, right? Not super competitive for a race, but I like it a lot, and it's not that expensive. It's $150,000. There's bikes that cost more. Now we'll move on to the Western Zombie Bobber. This bike is going to run you $121,800. It's fast, it's nimble, it's pretty cool, good torque, good top speed, better than most other cruiser motorcycles in the game in terms of maneuverability. And I think, again, it's just a bike that's super easy to ride, really easy to control, and good value. I think it's a worthwhile addition to add to your MC Clubhouse if you're a biker. Next, we have the ADIOS Super Diamond, inspired by the Rolls-Royce Phantom. With this, you just get average speed, modest acceleration. It has a ton of weight, long wheelbase, a lot of wheel spin, a lot of understeer. I don't really like it that much. Like, it's a cool car, but I just don't like driving it. $250,000. Just driving it in that one setup mission for the Dr. Dre contract, that's enough. I get my fill with this vehicle. Then we wrap up with probably the best one out of them all here, the Dubachi JB700. This is a classic James Bond sports car with, honestly, at the end of the day, decent acceleration, but a really good top speed. It's stable, it's lightweight, got an awesome profile, it's low profile, prone to oversteer, it's got rear wheel drive, it's based on that Aston Martin DB5. Really good if you crash, you know, it doesn't like deform like crazy, even without armor upgrades. It's good at drifting just naturally, it's just a stylish choice. Despite the machine guns up front, this isn't the JB700W, which is the actual weaponized version of this car though, unfortunately. So those are just like props, and then it'll cost you $350,000 this week. With all that out of the way, though, we are going to be wrapping everything up right here, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did want to enjoy and found the information helpful or just the video entertaining, consider dropping a like on it and subscribing to the channel if you are new and you want to see more GTA 5 Online content just like this I upload every single day. Also, consider checking me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. It is the GTA 6 waiting room over on there. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new GTA Online weekly update Monday. money guide going into how you can actually take advantage of the bonuses to make millions. Plus, we'll talk about some of the free vehicles that you can get this week for $0 as well, because we have some good picks. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and adios, amigos.